And even that leads me, to the very next question of the personal development, right? And why is that so unique with DFB, right?
Yeah.
What makes that so unique, and why, does the client they achieve so much result, man, when it comes to this personal development, right?
Yes.
How does that assist them in their nutrition, their training? Yeah, DFB.
The personal development, something that we incorporated early this year. I've been training people, off and on over the past 10, 12 years, something like that. And I recognize that some of the people that I've helped and I've trained, they'll lose the weight, get in crazy shape. I let them go on their own, and then they slide right back into old habits.
Wow.
And then a few will be able to maintain partially, and then there's a very smaller percentage that like completely will maintain that transformation. So I would always question like, why is that? Why are so many people? A larger percentage is going back into old habits. And I recognize through my own personal development process, the power of the conscious and the subconscious mind and how they both work within any set name individual, to help them produce certain results in their life. And then once I learned that concept, I was like, oh, okay, let me apply this concept and see how it works in fitness and nutrition and just our line of work, bodybuilding, or just fitness on the whole, to break habits, right? So that's where the personal development comes into place, is implementing the habits that the person developed and or have established in their lives that causes them to be in the state that they're in currently, whether it's out of shape or overweight or whatever it is, right? We don't judge.
Yes.
Those habits have got to be addressed. We have to break them, and we have to replace them with new habits that function for them to help them get the results that they are looking for. And when those new habits have been completely installed, then that program now runs. This person will never need another personal trainer ever again, right? Because they will automatically know what to do. They may go on an eating binge, but something will click and you're like, wait, this is not a habit. Look in the mirror, nope, we need to reverse and go back the other way. And they'll be able to do that on command on their own. And which is what we want. We want, our people that we work with, they come work with us, we install the tools that they need, and then they can take control of their lives, and they'll never have to pay anyone ever again for something that they can easily do on their own.
Yes. I love that part where you say take control of their life. Like we say at DFB, right? You have the authority.
Yes.
Basically, this personal development piece, is very, very unique, right? To bodybuilding, training, whatever it is, right? And especially when it comes to bodybuilding, right? How important is this personal, development piece of it? When it comes to bodybuilding, how important is that?
Yeah, and for bodybuilding, that I found, and you kind of hear Arnold talks about it a lot, and where you have got to believe, in your mind first and foremost that you're a winner, that you're a champion, that you can, that you are everything that you aspire to be. Like you have to believe you are that right now, right? Like you don't become a champion when you get the first place trophy. You're a champion in your mind the minute you set forth and say, I'm going to go achieve something great. Yes. And when you're able to hold that in your mind, if you can hold it in your mind, then it's yours. No one can take that from you. Right now, once you cross the line of departure, all it is now is just count down the clock and count down the days and the hours and the time before it now appears into your life. I firmly believe that because I've done that for quite some time, specifically in bodybuilding. So every time I go to improve, I improve my physique. I take a look at a snapshot of my old physique, and then I said, okay, what direction do I want to go? And I recreate that image of my physique in my mind before I even start dieting, before I even start training. That the mental image of the physique that I'm going to create is already in my mind. So once that image is already created, and I invest into it emotionally, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be so awesome. When I go in the gym, the training that I have to do to create that physique, it's not rocket science. I know that if I do 4 sets of X, my mind will go, you think 4 sets is gonna get you to that physique? You try another four,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Tack on a few more reps to that, and you're able to go further, and that ties into the stretching your mind
Yes.
concept, because now your mind is the one that's autopilot telling you that in order to achieve this physique, it's going to require X amount of work, which is beyond what you've currently been doing.
Yes.
It's achievable. You're just going to have to, it's not going to be achievable in the way that you did achieved it before.
Yes.
So that's where it occurs in bodybuilding, but all the concepts and everything and the principles that we teach, that you can transfer them to any area of your life.
Yes,
And
that's true.
And that's the beauty in what the practice that we try to pass on to the people that we assist and we help and we coach. Because yes, bodybuilding and training and fitness is the vessel in which we use to teach these principles, but this is bigger than just bodybuilding and fitness and all of that. This is about your life. This is about adding value to people's lives and helping them to get in touch with the greatness that already exists within them.
Yes.